Hello everybody and welcome back to Surge to Hit. So before we get into today's video about a new list idea that I came up with, I would like to say please drop a like if you like the video and drop a comment down below on your thoughts about this list and any potential future list ideas that you would like me to throw around with. So without further ado, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let's get into the list. So to start off the list, we're going to start with the so first of all, it's the Republic list. As you can see, it starts with the Clone Commander, the generic version, and he only has one upgrade on him, and that is Improvised Orders. And then I'll go back in a general overview of the list afterwards, but let's just get into the upgrades. Then we have Grandmaster Yoda coming equipped with Burst of Speed, Battle Meditation, Force Barrier, and Vigilance. Next comes a unit of Phase 1 Clone Troopers with nothing but the Electrobinoculars, so they're kind of like a support unit. Then we have a unit of Phase 2 Clone Troopers that comes with Echo, Recon Intel, and Overwatch. Then we have two identical units of Phase 1s, each with the RSP-6 Phase 1 Trooper, and each with the Recon Intel upgrade. Then we have 3 ARC Trooper strike teams. I know it's crazy. I know, 3 ARC Trooper strike teams with the generic sniper and then offensive push. So the idea of this list is to, during Yoda's 2-pip turn, where he can give Relentless to, and not maneuver, but importantly Relentless to a unit. That is being given to the snipers to soup up their attacks and really make sure that lethal is activated. And along with that main idea is that with Yoda on his 2-pip turn, he can guidance Echo's unit or any other nearby sniper team that has that Relentless activated, because it lasts the entire round. And with guidance, he can guidance that unit to then do a free move action, and then that free move action activates Relentless so they can make a free attack action. So you could potentially get a lot of damage off in a single turn. On that round in particular, on rounds where you play the 2-pip, you have Pierce 5 upwards of on the table with all the lethal, and that's at range 5. That's a range 5 threat. Pretty large ranged threat bubble. Yoda is meant to be also, if he needs to, he can potentially carry the game on his back by going full aggro with Burst of Speed into the enemy lines. That can be done with Burst of Speed, and then he can play his 1-pip afterwards and then go in full in on only moving speed 2 on his 1-pip turn, because he has the 1 immobilized token, which reduces his speed by 1, but the 1-pip makes his speed treated as speed 3. So that helps a lot. Other things in this list, and this is something I've played around with some dice of my own, but this list has a extremely powerful 2-pip attack pool that, with some test rolls I've done and like seeing like what the odds are of this roll, it can easily take out 2 to 3 models in that space, 2 to 3 models of a Magna Guard unit, which is as tough as those things are to kill, assuming they don't have surge tokens, and they only have 1 dodge token on them from the retinue. You could take off upwards of 2 models. Not that hard to do. And the way it's done is on Yoda's 2-pip, you give, as long as Echo's unit has an order and a sniper team has an order, specifically the sniper team that has an order, has not used offensive push yet and has Relentless. What that team can do is it can move once with offensive push activated, get 2 aims from tactical 2, and then on the second move, which is only going to be tactical 1, get a 3rd aim, and then shoot. Fire support from Echo. And if Echo's team is played how I imagine they are, they're going to be at range 3 in that little range 3 threat bubble. And what they're going to do is fire support in, which will give you a total of 3 red dice, 5 black dice, with crit 1, lethal 2, and 3 aim tokens you can spend. Something that's just absolutely insane to me, that is a dice pool. That's amazing. I did some practice rolls on this. I think the best roll I've ever gotten was just wiping a unit, because you'd have that possibility with 3 red and 5 black. There's the chance you could wipe a unit, assuming they have no dodges, of course. But you have a very good chance, well, definitely taking out at least 2 models, or at least 1 model, with lethal 2 if you spend 2 aims to activate it, to make it pierce 2. Also, you can then further increase that. You have crit 1, you have sharpshooter 1, so any heavy cover is reduced to light, and you are just able to deal out a truckload of damage. Now, to go back to it, the Clone Commander has Improvised Orders. That's really meant to help with order control. Nothing else, really. It's nice to have, and it's okay. I think everything else is kind of covered, and Improvised Orders is a good upgrade in my opinion. So I figured throw it on there, see what happens. One more thing I'd like to point out on the list before I close out the video is that Echo's Phase 2 Clone Trooper unit has Reliable 2 also, because the Phase 2s have Reliable 1, and Echo gives you Reliable 1. So they have Reliable 2. That's equivalent to Anakin's Reliable 2, although they can't really share it to the same extent Anakin can, but they can still share it with their other clone troopers if need be, especially if I want to play back with the other 3 sniper teams, which can be important. Usually how this list will be played is you're a long range plinking threat. You're taking off a few models so that by the time the opponent gets into range of your army, they don't have enough dice to throw at you to actually do much of anything. And this list has been like a little brainchild of mine for a while now. I've been thinking about it. I really like it, and you guys will most definitely be seeing it on the channel soon. So, without further ado, if you like the idea of this list and you like this video in general, drop a like on the video, comment what your thoughts on the list, anything that can be improved, especially objectives, deployments, and conditions. I've been kind of throwing around what potentially could be good on that, especially in the deployments. Not really sure yet on that, but if you have any suggestions, throw it in the comments down below. Also, I said like the video and subscribe so you know when our battle report comes out for this army. Without further ado, thank you all, and see you around. Peace.